Welcome, friends and family. Super excited to be here with you again today. We're here in the first week of June 2025, and again, super excited. We're talking about what it takes to be a top producer in the real estate industry. But really, I want to just talk to you from my heart today and say this is really what it takes to be a top producer in any industry. So if you're roofing, if you're plumbing, if you're doing HVAC, if you're running a company, if you're running a family, this is what's going to take to be a top producer in life. And I'm going to tell you, I think most people take three stances in life. Either one, they just stand still. A lot of people don't try to make any waves, they just kind of stay in place. Secondly, which is unfortunate, when a challenge comes or a trial comes, they retreat, they go back. But I'm going to tell you today what I believe top producers do. Top producers meet the challenge. They don't retreat. They never do they quit. They just don't quit. Some people would say they're too thick-skulled, too hard-headed. They just don't know how to quit. They're determined, they're focused on the mission, and they're going after it. I'm going to tell you a little story about myself. When I got my real estate license in 2005. It was December 2005. Came right out like a bull in a china shop, started building new construction homes. Had a friend of mine, we built a couple homes together. Well, by 2008, our market had slowed way down. 2006, 2007, here we go, rolling into 2008. And guys, I'm holding on to a couple homes. I got one on Diddy Road in Sparta, Tennessee, another one on Johnson Street in Sparta, Tennessee. Both of them nice homes. They would have sold immediately in 2006. But when that Great Recession started to come in, like a dark cloud over our market here, it got scary. I seen some of my friends losing their homes, going bankrupt. It was a very scary time. The market it was hard to sell a home. And we're holding two homes. And luckily at that time, I learned that you could do owner financing. And I also learned that you could rent out new construction. So it ended up working out really good. But I will say this, late 2008, I'm really second guessing if being a real estate agent is a true calling for me. I'll never forget. I went over to my dad and I sat down. I said, Dad, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I just need to go get a job at Lowe's and so I can pay bills and be safe. And I never forget, Dad, he listened to me, perhaps whine and complain a little bit. And then he said, Elijah, why don't you just give it a few more months? Give it another 60 days. Let's see what happens. I am so glad he gave me that advice. I am so glad that I had a dad or a coach or a mentor in my life that was willing to encourage me not to quit, not to give up on myself. And guys, I'm not one to quit. I don't normally back up or retreat. I'm one to keep moving forward. However, that was a scary time. We had two houses we weren't sure if we were going to sell. We had bills coming in, and sales was dwindling in 2008. And I was really questioning myself and my own abilities. And thankfully, I had a dad that said, hey, hang in there, man. Give it another 60, 90 days. Why don't you see what happened? And so I did. And I am telling you, the sky broke open and sales began to happen again. We owner financed out one. We rented another. And slowly but surely, the real estate market started putting the pieces back together. And we started selling properties again. Top producers that want to be real estate professionals, top producers that want to be the best dads, the best moms, top producers that want to be the best pressure washing company in the state of Tennessee, want to be the best roofing company in the United States. Those top producers all have one thing in common, folks. They never quit. They keep forging forward in the most difficult of times. They may change plans, they may change strategies, but they keep moving forward. So my challenge to you and my thought to you today is, where are you in life? Are you in a place right now where you're meeting a challenge and it just seems like, man, no matter how hard you try, you can't get over this wall? I think about Nehemiah in the Bible. Nehemiah seen a challenge. Nehemiah seen the place where his ancestors and his family had grown up destroyed. And it saddened him. It broke his heart. And you know, he had a choice at that moment. One, he could give up. He could feel bad. He could become a victim. Or two, he could stand up, not give up, and elevate his game and go out there and change the game. And that's what he chose to do. And in a very short time, you had a Nehemiah who built back the walls. And it was while the enemy was attacking. They would begin to build back the walls while they'd have one group that was sword in hand and spear and another group building. And they took turns. And in a very short time, I think it was less than 60 days. I should bring that out. I think it was 56 days. But in a very short time, they had rebuilt the walls where the enemy couldn't get back in. Maybe that's your marriage. Maybe that's your business. Maybe that's your family. Maybe that's in your community, in your church. Where do you need to rebuild some walls? And like, it'd be easier to quit. It'd be easier to go under a shade tree and just kind of throw in the towel. But that's never going to be what's best. What's best is to continue to forge through. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep fighting. And that is what every top producer has in common. Folks, I hope this adds some value to you. If it does, please like and share. Join our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, like and share. Thank you so much. Have a great day.